Hi everyone. A very good morning to all of you. Good morning Chandigarh. Where is the energy? Guys, TiECON first day. Huge round of applause everyone. Yes, that's the energy we are looking for today in these 2 days because we are here to celebrate entrepreneurship. We are here to celebrate startups, successes, failures, and all about networking and meeting each other. So today we are super excited. For all those who don't know me, my name is Nitika Mishra Khurana. I am Chief Investments and Ops at Chandigarh Angels Network. Chandigarh Angels Network we started in 2015. Few successful entrepreneurs of the region. They came together and they thought that, this is what we need in our region. One of the founding members, Mr. Gurmeet Chawla, is sitting right here. And the purpose, Mr. Manipal Dhariwal, he's also sitting here. I think the purpose was to figure out a platform due to lack of which, the founders don't struggle with the right funds. And we are very happy to share that in our journey of last 10 years, we have invested in more than 45 plus startups. We have invested funds of more than 25 crores, and we have some amazing names like Biryani by Kilo, Incubation, Some HR, Go Stops, Sploot, Flexify Me. I think these are some of the startups which are making so much difference in not just the northern region and northern geography of the country, but across the country and across the globe. So today, SSS again marks the 5th version, and today we are very excited that from all the applications we received for the last 2 months, we've been able to shortlist top 10 of them to come and pitch here in front of the investors. And as Vishal rightly said, it's not about winning and losing because ultimately it's the founder's journey. You have to succeed, you have to do well as a founder. So Chandigarh Angels Network along with TiE Chandigarh is always there to support all of you beyond this pitching session as well. And without taking any more time, I'm super excited to invite the first pitch of the day, which is Orcasho. So friends, Orcasho is a closed-loop biochemical control system for chronic care. Too many jargons. You need to listen to the founders to know what he's actually doing. I'm going to invite Vikrant Mahesh with a huge round of applause to pitch on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, Vikrant from Orcasho. Guys, the energy, the momentum, please let the clapping keep going. Come Vikrant. So I will reiterate the pointers for you. You have exactly 5 minutes to pitch, and once you're done with your pitching, we'll have 3 minutes of Q&A from the investors. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah, please go ahead. All the best, and your time starts now.
Okay. So basically, we are into deep tech, specifically into preventive care. So Orcasho is a closed-loop biochemical control system. It's not a one-time intervention. So we consider gut dysfunction to be the primary entry point as it sits upstream to many chronic health disorders. If digestion and absorption is not stabilized, then the patients do not often consistently respond to food, nutrition, or the very medication they are taking for their chronic health disorders. So in order to stabilize this, we built a system that stabilizes the upstream biological control point to reduce downstream burden. Healthcare system in general and startups providing solutions to the healthcare systems are vertically organized. So diagnosis, treatment, symptom management and downstream effects are fragmented separately. Orcasho is a longitudinal system that uses digestion and absorption as the bridge between upstream biological instability leading to downstream effects on symptoms, tolerance, medication response, and also variation in blood markers. On an average, we have patients around 9 to 18 months and some stay close to 2 to 3 years. So Orcasho has found this awkward gap where we built a system where merging multiple layers that communicate seamlessly to create feedback loops over time longitudinally using real-world patient intervention cycles. So we are building a proprietary longitudinal system that is derived from real-world intervention cycles. On surface, let's say if 2 patients have similar symptoms, then our protocols are derived dynamically using feedback loops, medication history, current medication response, food and nutrition variation, and also variation in blood markers. So none of our protocols are static in nature, and that is what makes us unique, and it's hard to replicate in the industry. Now, according to me, to scale something like this in healthcare, it needs to have clinical repeatability, contributing to compounding economics, so that we can build autonomous feedback loops to create pattern recognition layers. So in our case, we have built the clinical repeatability where 96% of our patients have discontinued PPIs, and so many other patients have seen positive downstream improvements in their blood markers. That has contributed to compounding economics, such as 75% of our revenue comes from these retained patients, and 39% of our patients come through referrals, and our LTV to CAC is 10:1. Now, this has signaled that our feedback loops are getting stronger over time. That will help us build pattern recognition layers in the future. One day, our system would be more valuable than the treatment itself. Coming to the market scope that's derived from the traction, a major demographic is in India, tier 1 cities, in the US 23%, 20 to 40 age group is the highest, then 40 to 50, and then 61. But table B is the most important because our entry point is always gut dysfunction. Now, once the patient realizes that the gut dysfunction has been stabilized, he also notices that there are downstream improvements in several chronic health disorders like PCOS, PCOD, heavy medication history, medication response, and also post-chemo recovery. When it comes to medication response, let's say a given patient is absorbing 10% of a given medication of 20 mg, let's say diabetic medication. After a treatment, they absorb 50% of the same 20 mg, improving the blood markers and reducing the medication frequency. And one more important thing, all our patients love our program because they can eat whatever they like without any dietary restriction, because we control the stomach acid without changing any diets. Then we have the other market, that's a normal market where people is taking it as more as preventive care because they do not have any gut dysfunction. And then we have the fitness market where people are taking it to increase protein absorption and decrease their workload. There's one thing that we noticed based on our traction is, although the chronic care has a smaller market, there's higher retention capacity compared to the normal fitness markets. Now, I come from a fundamental chemistry background. So I'm a Marie Curie fellow, was one among the 15 to get selected in the world. So I also published a paper in ACS. So we are converting the ionic equilibrium model into a biochemical reaction. So here the main IP is we made it quantifiable using ions and vectors. So now we can build an algorithmic structure that creates strong feedback loop to create pattern recognition layers in the future. One of the risks is these layers are built as a merged system, so if they do not communicate seamlessly, they break at scale. So that is the reason, to avoid this risk, we are raising around 8 crores for 15 to 20% to reduce the technical stability and also scale the patients, because each patient is not just a treatment, it is a point in our longitudinal system. This is our system. There are multiple layers. Each layer is a segment, and we use supplements in our protocol, and then we convert that to ions. And
the time is up.
Yeah.
Maybe you can just take 10 seconds and quickly wrap.
Yeah, that's it. So this is our team. This is myself, and Sushil is our CTO. Navya handles operations, and Dr. Bhavna takes care of the healthcare. That's it.
Thank you so much, Vikrant. Huge round of applause for Vikrant. It's always difficult to be the first one and take the lead. So, but you were amazing. I think the problem you are solving, we all know, gut health is a serious issue, and everybody is aware of it. So, you're doing a wonderful job. Any questions from the investors, please? I would request somebody to pass on the mic, and you can raise your hands and ask questions.
Can you share some experience with patients, what sample size, with your very.
So you're not audible. Can you please increase the volume of the mic?
Grant, can you just share that what is the experience with the patients so far?
Okay, the patents, is it? So here it is an execution IP. So we do not have a static protocol to patent. Patients, yeah. So we've treated around 300 patients right now, 298 patients till today. And these patients are there with us. Our retention is close to 75%, and they're here with us for on an average 9 to 18%. I mean 9 to 18 months, and some stay close to 2 to 3 years because we keep improving other aspects like blood reports and stuff. But gut dysfunction is our entry point. Once we stabilize that, we can improve the others. That's the whole point of the IP itself, and we use chemistry to do it.
So, where did you have the validation for this entire system? Validation of this entire system, where did you get this validation?
Where did I get the validation? So basically first I created a model using ions and vectors. As you see here, each column is a layer. So the validation was done straight from the patients itself in the real world. For example, we get their gut dysfunction symptoms, their endoscopy reports, blood work, and then we measure it every 3 months after doing our program, and that is why they stay. So they usually come to us for gut dysfunction. So for example, can you see that everybody comes because of a gut dysfunction, and there are different fields here. That's the entry point. It's not a single problem. And then each one, once we correct the gut dysfunction, we slowly start seeing all these effects, including the blood work. And blood work is the number one thing, because the gut dysfunction will stabilize it there. So even the fitness market, it will improve the protein absorption. We can modulate it the way we like it.
Thank you.
Any last questions from the investors, from the jury here? Great, great. So thank you so much. Thank you, Vikrant. Please be with us for the whole day. Huge round of applause for pitching the idea. We wish you all the best. Prashant is here. Vikram is here with us for the whole day. So in case you want to understand and deep dive into the product more, I know 5 minutes is very less to understand. We are here for the whole day. Moving on to the next startup, we all talk about sustainability, we all talk about environment, but there are very few who are actually building to solve the problem. And the next founder is working on same. So the next startup is Athar, and we have Mohammad Sohail, who comes from a background of social impact and community building, driving the strategic vision and growth of the company. What Athar does, let it be a surprise for all the people. You start the pitch, you tell us what you're trying to do for the world. I wish you all the luck. You have exactly 5 minutes to pitch it. All the best.
Yeah, so before starting my giving a presentation, yeah. So I would like to ask one simple question to you. How many of you use plastic in last 24 hours? सभी ओके सर उस प्लास्टिक को यूज करने के बाद आपने उसको डस्टबिन में डाला या रिसाइकलिंग सेंटर भेजा डस्टबिन सो एज ए इंडिविजुअल हाउ इट इज डिफिकल्ट फॉर अस टू इंश्योर कि हम उस प्लास्टिक को यूज करने के बाद रिसाइकलिंग सेंटर भेज पाएँ या हम जहाँ डस्टबिन में डंप कर रहे हैं वो रिसाइकल होगा या नहीं वो हम इंश्योर कर पाए सो एज ए इंडिविजुअल हमारे लिए कितना डिफिकल्ट है और उन इंडस्ट्रीज के लिए कितना डिफिकल्ट होता होगा जो इस प्लास्टिक को बनाती है सो नाउ इमेजिन दिस प्रॉब्लम बिकम अ 2100 करोड़ अपॉर्चुनिटी इन इंडिया सो दैट्स हाउ वी कम अप विद द आइडिया एज ए अथर पैकेजिंग सॉल्यूशन वी आर वर्किंग ऑन द इंडस्ट्रियल प्लास्टिक वेस्ट and we collect that waste and we convert that into a recycle and reusable packaging. So why industries are not able to focus on the recycling? Because of the compliance and multiple issues. मल्टीपल रीजंस की वजह से वो उनका एक बहुत बड़ा पेन पॉइंट बन गया है दैट्स वाई दे आर यूजिंग अ ईजिएस्ट वे टू डंप इट इन अ लैंडफिल्स और सेंड इट टू द रिवर्स सो एज ए अदर पैकेजिंग वी कलेक्ट दैट अनयूज्ड मटेरियल फ्रॉम द इंडस्ट्रीज एंड वी कन्वर्ट दैट इनटू अ सर्कुलर पैकेजिंग सो सर्कुलर पैकेजिंग में वी क्रिएट अ 3 डिफरेंट सॉल्यूशन ईच कंपनी विच इज वर्किंग विद अस राइट नाउ हम उसको डिज़ाइन से लेके EPR कंप्लाइंस तक के पूरे कंप्लीट सॉल्यूशन प्रोवाइड करते हैं इफ़ यू आर अ स्टार्टअप यू वांट अ कस्टम डिज़ाइनिंग फॉर योर पैकेजिंग वी डू दैट फ्रॉम द वेस्ट सेम पैकेजिंग वी मेड फॉर यू एंड फॉर द गवर्नमेंट कंप्लाइंसेस वी ऑल्सो सपोर्ट यू एज ए कंसल्टेंट सो दैट्स हाउ वी बिल्ड अ सॉल्यूशन द इनोवेशन विच वी हैव डन दैट इज द adhesive which we have developed सो बेसिकली नॉर्मल एडेसिव वेस्ट प्लास्टिक के साथ काम नहीं करता. तो सो एज ए अदर पैकेजिंग सॉल्यूशन वी कम अप विद द आइडिया, वी कलेक्ट agriculture waste and we convert that into a adhesive that actually help us to laminate waste plastic with any other product. So इसके हम IP के लिए भी जा रहा है. Our draft is ready and soon we will submit our IP. So if I talk about the TAM, so overall globally recycle packaging का market almost 54 billion का है and India का अगर हम बात करें it is 2.3 billion and we are going to capture 1% of that market in next 2 years, that is the 20 CR. And how we are going to do that? Once we start the idea in 2024, we pilot our idea and we generate the revenue of 10 lakh rupees. Last year, हमारा full flash हमने idea को run करा. Within a year, we jumped 10x and our revenue was last year 1.6 CR. So 10 lakh से हमने सीधा 1.6 CR revenue generate करा by recycling 300 ton of waste plastic. Last year we got a grant as well from Parivartan, and this year, now next 2 years we are going to capture 20 CR market through our different revenue generating processes. So आज की डेट में हमारा जो रिटेंशन है दैट इज 85%. जितने भी हमारे कस्टमर हैं वो हमें विद इन 3 और 6 मंथ में रिपीट ऑर्डर दे रहे हैं एंड हम एक कस्टमर को एक्वायर करने के लिए ऑलमोस्ट 2400 रुपीज़ स्पेंड करते हैं एंड वी आर गेटिंग 15,000 रुपीज़ फ्रॉम देयर. एंड आज की डेट में 3 से 4 लाख का धंधा तो हम सिर्फ और सिर्फ इंस्टाग्राम से ही उठा लेते हैं. सो दैट इज़ दी वर्क विच वी आर डूइंग. वी आर कैप्चरिंग बिजनेस फ्रॉम 360 डिग्री एंगल, B2B, B2G, and now we are going to enter international market as well. Last month we got an order from Dubai. The first order which we received, it is only just 9 lakh rupees because packaging is the third largest market of the world. So if I talk about comparison, so we are using 90% waste plastic, 10% we are using virgin because of the maintaining the hygiene and all for all the certification process. And as per the government ये टाइम जो है बहुत बढ़ने वाला है बिकॉज गवर्नमेंट ने सभी को मैंडेटरी करा है कि दे हैव टू यूज रिसाइकल प्लास्टिक और दे हैव टू सपोर्ट इन द रिसाइकलिंग प्रोसेस. 2028 they have to work on the 60% recycled material. So we are using 90% waste.
Unfortunately, your time is up. Last 10 seconds, whatever.
So just I want to share the impact. We have recycled 300 tons of waste plastic till yet, and we reduced 1800 tons of carbon emission till yet, and 70,000 लोग आज की डेट में हमारी पैकेजिंग को एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं एवरी मंथ. एंड राइट नाउ वी हैव अ बिग क्लाइंट्स एज वेल, खादी, नेचुरल हेल्थ केयर, हिंदुस्तान यूनिलीवर, एंड आपने अभी शार्क टैंक सीजन 4 में वुड्समैन करके कंपनी देखी होगी, दे यूज अवर पैकेजिंग. एंड ऑल्सो फार्मार्ट इज अ एग्री टेक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, दे आर यूजिंग अवर पैकेजिंग. सो दैट्स ऑल फ्रॉम दिस इज आवर टीम. We are looking for 2 CR funding to expansion and to build our team. We are 5 team members right now, so we want to expand it to 15. So thank you. That's all from my side.
Thank you, Sohail. I think we are creating, problem for you, and you've taken that leap to actually solve that problem. So huge round of applause for guys. Some real work is happening. We have to motivate. We have to support such founders. Now open to Q&A. I will request the investors to either raise their hand. We'll pass on the mic and you can ask questions, please.
Yeah, Sohail. Great work. I think you have already a lot of money. So my question is, what is your MOQ? Minimum order quantity क्या है? और दूसरा question ये है कि minimum turnaround time क्या है डिजाइन से लेके अप्रूवल तक?
Okay. So MOQ for the customized packaging or for normal generic packaging?
No, customized packaging.
Customized packaging का MOQ 1000 pieces. And turnaround time is depend on the customer. Sometimes customer take 10 days to confirm the design. So we take 15. It is around 15 to 20 days overall time. It's depend on the customer. जब वो 15 days, 20 days भी ले लेते हैं to confirm their design, to discuss in the team. Some customer take only 1 or 2 days to confirm their design. They are very active to provide feedback. So based on that we develop their design. So उसमें 10 to 15 days लगते हैं.
Yeah, because उसी में customer का frustration level it goes very high.
So
But
we
if
update
you-
customer 3 times within a period during the period of 10 to 15 days. जब print होता है we share the photo कि आपका material print हो गया. Second, जब उसका lamination process होता है then we share the photo. And the third one is product is ready, now we send the photo. So 3 times we update so customer का patience बना रहे.
Sohil, my question is, आप end-to-end solution provide कर रहे हैं from recycling and then packaging and then printing everything. So your logistic cost is very high. So MOB अगर 1000 का है, so how you are surviving on logistic?
So basically sir क्या होता है कि logistic is looked after by the customer. Okay, except big companies, उनको हम logistic provide करते हैं, but we put 35% margin in that. Because of that, we give the logistic, and it is very. So we have a tie-up with VRL, who take only 5 or 6 rupees per kg to transport our material and any place of the country.
So my question is कि जब आप collect कर रहे हो, उस वक्त की जो logistics है, how you are handling that?
It is very important question. Thank you for asking this. So हम we have a tie-up with 18 industries जो plastic पे काम करती हैं. So we use their center to recycle the waste instead of us. तो उससे हमारा logistic बचता है. We build the relation कि आप इसको अपने in house ही करें ताकि आपको भी ये दिखे कि कैसे आप अपना waste बार-बार recycle कर सकते हैं. But so that's how we build the solution कि हम उनका waste उन्हीं के center में recycle करके उसको market में लेके जाते हैं.
Great. I think the time for Q&A is up. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to take any more questions. But since we are here, I'm repeating it again and again, we're here for the whole day. Investors are here, you are here. Please take that opportunity to meet them personally, one-on-one, and share your vision about your product. Right? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Huge round of applause for Soiree, please, everyone. Great. So moving on to the next startup, we have Hari Krishnan, who's trying to build a deep tech space startup, which is not what every founder can attempt, but he has taken the leap of faith with his amazing friends and co-founders to build something which is so meaningful. So we are here going to have him present his idea. Hari Krishnan and Rohit, I would like to invite both aerospace engineers here on the stage to pitch their idea, Dream Aerospace. Please give them a huge round of applause. Guys, I think it takes a lot to build something. It takes a lot to come here on the stage. We just have to clap and motivate. That's the least we can do. Thank you so much. Hari, you have exactly 5 minutes. Please start your pitch. This is your clip. All the best.
Good morning to one and all present here. Myself, Hari Krishnan. I'm the co-founder and CEO here at Dream Aerospace. Did you all know that till date we had around 55,000 plus satellite launched, and in the last year alone we had around 2,500 plus satellite launched. Let's imagine on a very good morning, you're waking up and you're getting a news that almost all the satellites which are surrounding the earth have suddenly disappeared. What will happen? Actually, you will not even get the news because the entire TV industry is associated with satellite. The navigation system will fail. The cashless transaction which we do, that fails. And to the worst case, there can be a very big economic collapse. So that's the importance of satellite in our day-to-day life. Now, coming on to a satellite, a propulsion system plays a very major role. Let it be for its station keeping purpose or orbit maneuvering purpose and whatnot. Moreover, I also need to make sure that my system is not getting affected by any debris or my system is not getting or becoming a debris. So for that, making a satellite alive, we need a propulsion system. Having said that, the problem we identified in the industry is the industry actually uses toxic and extremely carcinogenic propellant that has been developed decades ago. Due to the current interest and the shift, most of the propulsion units are being transformed to greener category, and currently India is importing it from Netherlands or US based companies. So that is something which we have came up with and thought of solving it. And moreover, the space sector is booming up with many new initiatives from the government side and also the private sector partnerships, not even in India, globally. We thought of doing something and understood the traditional propellant is very efficient but not sustainable, and the sustainable alternatives is not efficient like the traditional propellant. So this is where we wanted to pitch in. So for that, we have came up with our own innovations, right from the propellant to the refueling technology. I'll walk you through one by one. The first one which we have is our proprietary propellant. It is a green propellant which is way more non-toxic, non-carcinogenic, but also the performance has been increased by 30% and also the size has been reduced by 25%. After that, we are building thrusters. Basically, the propellants will be used in the thrusters, and that is going to power the satellite with the thrust range starting from as low as 1 Newton. Cumulatively, we are providing a complete full stack propulsion solution, including the avionics unit. It is going to be a plug and play system in which a satellite manufacturer can plug into the satellite and use it. As simple as that. Currently, it is in TRL 6 and will be expecting our launch in the December of this year. We have partnered with ISRO and few other players for the launch. Apart from that, for high thrust options, we do have other variants. This is something which we are working with ISRO. We got an in-space PI grant for doing this. And also we are working on with refueling technology, because nowadays once the propulsion is completed, we have to make sure that it is not getting wasted. We are refueling it and reusing the entire propulsion system. For that, we are working on with a robotic special docking technology. And we have been working on with again in space. We have received a 1 crore project for this. Cumulatively, we wanted to provide a complete full stack propulsion solution. So that is the aim and in which we are progressing. Not only in terms of competition or price point, we are looking for making everything in-house. The technology and the precision engineering which we are bringing it, everything wanted to be done because it is going to be implemented in defense scale as well. The performance, affordability, agile system, and also customization is what we are looking into. We have partnered with multiple players and currently speak with few of foreign players also for these propulsion technologies usage. And currently we do have a very good market opened up, not only in India but also globally. And our modules are very price like it is actually very good in terms of its price point. Currently, if we see the module pricing which we are importing can go more than 100K if it is from US, and the cheapest one which we will get is somewhere around 60 to 80K USD, and our price point is going to be somewhere around 45K USD. We do have our complete full stack propulsion testing units established in IIT Kanpur Research Park facility. Few of the test glimpse and also the MOU which we signed with ISRO. So this is our team. We have a very multidisciplinary team, not only in propulsion. We do have the team in metallurgy, chemistry, design and manufacturing. And we have very vibrant advisors, Dr. Pillai sir, who is a former CEO of BrahMos missile project, and also Venkatekrishnan sir and other professors and retired ISRO scientists involved. Currently, we are looking for a 10 crore round and it is almost filled. So, and this will be for our dedicated full stack precision engineering unit which is going to be set up. And also, we will be doing the launch which is planned in the December month. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Hari, I think you were bang on time, and thank you for giving us a great presentation. I would now open the floor for Q&A. Any questions from the investors? I would like you to raise hand. We'll just pass on the mic.
Hello.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
So, well, I'm also having a lot of passion around this space, and maybe you know a startup called Zobion Aerospace. They recently raised their 2 million round. My question is that docking in space is not that precise, and nobody is making those systems here in India. So, how are you, covering that aspect for very precise docking in the space?
So basically, our aim is to do propellant transferring. So that is the point. Currently, we do have solutions of FDVs and FDVs, which is operational in ground. So now we have a patented FDV and FEV. This is optimized for the docking in space also. So we can do a docking and do fluid transfer in ground for ground level operation and sending into space. And the same is capable of docking it with the other space craft. So that is something which we are doing it. And also the robotic arm which we are building, that has a 6 degree of freedom to whatever extent maneuvering which is required to take. Moreover, we also have an Arupo marker based an instantaneous measuring technology for mentioning how it is varying with respect to the earth. So that GNSS is also which we are developing.
So it is a work in progress.
Yes, it is a work in progress, and it is a 1.5 year project which we are collaborating with InSpace under full mission virtualization program.
Thank you.
So we don't have anything in sales as such, right? We're still in conceptualization.
We are in pre-revenue stage. We do have order bookings, and that has been planned in the December and January month.
And these orders are government orders or what?
One is the robotic docking, it is from ISRO, and the remaining one which we are doing on is a private thing.
And would you like to put a number to that order? What is the number?
So the order size for the mission, the full mission virtualization is 1 crore, and coming on to the this prototype, so we actually make 3 prototypes. So one, not prototype, the model. If let's say if you want to do a satellite launch, one is I'll make a QM and test it. I'll give you, integrate in your satellite and do as a QM, and then a fresh module will come for FM. So for one QM, it is going to roughly cost around 45 lakhs, and approximately a 1.5 crore is what the typical order size will be.
Thank you.
For one mission.
Yeah, any last questions? We still have 20 seconds.
How do you measure your market share? Because the product is going to be different, customized, right? How do you measure market share?
How do you
Market share.
measure the? Okay, so basically, whatever the satellite is being launched, that requires a propulsion module. Let it be a smaller one or a bigger one, that doesn't matter. And also the satellites which has been growing nowadays, CubeSats and many multiple payloads or cluster of payloads which people are launching. So from that we are coming to know what is the requirement. So if let's say if I have a small 1U module, I need a 1 thruster, and as I said, roughly it may vary from 45 lakh for one module. And when actually I go with a little bit of a bigger satellites, where the requirement of the thrusters is going to be around 6, and they will also have a redundant modules, so maybe it can go up to 8 or 12. So in that case, again, the typical size varies. So that is something how we decide the requirement. So currently, how ISRO or the other companies are operating, that is the model which we kept, and the projection is made as per the satellites which is evolved.
Right, I think with this, thank you
Thank
so
you so
much,
much.
Hari. Thank you for coming here. I think huge round of applause for Hari, building something in space tech and very meaningful. So we wish you all the luck. In case it's a space tech product, I'm sure it needs a lot of deep diving. You need to understand better. He's here with us for the whole day. I would, anybody of you who wants to understand the project more, please feel free to reach out to him. Great. With this, we had one more founder, one more amazing pitch lined up, but unfortunately, due to some family urgency, he could not turn up. Just yesterday night, I got informed, but he wanted Chandigarh to hear his pitch. He said, no matter what, let people know, what I'm building. So we have one video which he sent, and we've taken the request, and we're going to play the video pitch, which is exactly 4 minutes. I would request everybody's attention to the pitch. The founder is Aman Arora, founder of Hyzen, and they are building something wonderful. The pitch will talk it. You must have seen, if somebody has seen Shark Tank, you must have seen him on Shark Tank as well. And can I request my team to please pitch Hyzen video? I wish Aman was here in person, but...
Hey, hi, my name is Aman and I'm founder and CEO of Hyzen, and this is a brief of what we do. So at Hyzen, we are building AI-native services focused on supply chain, and we work with some of the largest enterprises globally like DHL, Compass Group, and ITC. A quick background, so there are 3 founders. The Janch is based out of San Francisco, and the Janch and I knew each other for over 20 years. We were school friends, and Ablasha and I knew each other for over 10 years. We went to the same college in IIT Bhopal. Janch studied at IIT Madras with his MBA from ISB. Ablasha and I are both software engineers. Ablasha also did a master's from TU in Germany and has experience of working in AI, and all three of us came together to build this in 2024. And our thesis was that AI in itself is not good enough to build enterprise-grade software. You need human in the loop, you need human ingenuity to build anything meaningful. So our vision was to build more of an Infosys 2.0 business, but with less than 1,000 people. And since June 2024, we have grown the business from $1,000 a month to $100,000 a month. But in the beginning, we were working with early stage startups and founders, and we started going up market to seed, Series A, Series B startups. But we were very horizontal. We were working with fintech companies, health tech, e-commerce, and we were doing mostly AI projects for them. But over time, as we started going up market, we decided to focus on narrow niche. So we started working with supply chain. We felt it was one of the best industries as a group, and then we started going deeper into that. ITC was our first enterprise customer. We onboarded in October. We completed a 6 months pilot in just 2 months. And post that, I think we've seen great traction. We've now onboarded DHL, Compass. Our traction in supply chain grew from just $4,000 a month back in January 2026 to now roughly almost $30,000 in April. And we are growing fast, and we are now expanding to US. We onboarded Superfine Kitchen as a small business based out of San Francisco. And now we are planning to work with larger enterprises and mid-market and focus on US GTM. The Janch being in US is a great point. Right, so I think that's just about us. And we're building 3 kinds of leverage as a company that helps us scale and win. One is we deploy super elite AI native forward deployed engineers who work with clients in their location and are able to not just operate as software engineers or AI engineers, but also as product managers and able to scope the entire product. We're building a common SDLC layer where we will automate everything that requires to build software, primarily pre-coding and post-coding. Our learning has been that 70% of work is pre-coding, post-coding, so we're building our own meeting agents to record videos, audios, a lot of tribal knowledge that sits in meetings. We're building our own version of a VM agent that will be able to consume that to create product notes, detailed sprint plans, user stories, acceptance criteria. We are building a Q agent which will be able to consume all of that to then do end-to-end testing, UI testing, API testing, and this compresses the timeline of 3 to 6 months, which we end up spending just in scoping and testing, to just 3 to 4 weeks, and that creates a lot of leverage. And the final thing that we are building is platformization for everything supply chain, so we're able to solve supply chain problems much faster, like common visibility problems, end-to-end control towers, demand planning, better supply planning, demand forecasting, and so on and so forth. Right, so I think, yeah, this is a short list about Kaizen. I'm happy to answer any specific questions you have or go deeper into anything you like. Thanks.
So I think we can clap for him. His soul is here. I will pass on that everybody, heard him, appreciated his pitch. We can clap. It's okay. We pass on the message to him. So thank you so much. I think anybody who's keen to know more about Kaizen, who's interested to deep dive, will be happy to take that up later, post the event. And with this, we would like to now move on to the next startup, which is, we all are hearing beverage stories going global. People, building something which maybe Pepsi and Coke were thinking that, nobody can beat them. We have our own success story from the region, Lahori Jeera. They're replacing the shelf. And I think that inspires a lot of young age founders to build healthy beverages, healthy drinks, which are not just tasty, but at the same time good for our health, good for our gut health. So a similar brand called Popeye is being built by a founder, Nikhil Gaur. So Nikhil, I would like to invite you on stage to share your own story, your own inspiration, and why are you building this? And you have Popeye bottles in front of you. So in case you want to try the product, please feel free. Over to you, Nikhil. You have exactly 5 minutes.
Om Namah Parvati Patay Har Har Mahadev. This is how I channelize my energy. You क्योंकि ये एनर्जी किसी एनर्जी ड्रिंक से नहीं है, ये इंटरनली प्रोड्यूस होती है हमारे गट से, क्योंकि हमारे गट का ही काम है खाने को जो भी हम खाते हैं उसको पचाकर एनर्जी में ट्रांसफॉर्म करना। सो मैंने इंडिया में देखा एक चैलेंज है बेवरेज इंडस्ट्री की, स्पेशली मैं बात करता हूँ। बेवरेज इंडस्ट्री में अगर किसी चीज़ को मैं हेल्दी बोलूँगा तो वो टेस्टी नहीं है, क्योंकि मैंने ना कांजी, आई एम श्योर चंडीगढ़ से हूँ, यहाँ पर हूँ मैं, बहुत सारे लोगों को कांजी के बारे में पता होगा। कांजी इज़ एन इंडियन ट्रेडिशनल ड्रिंक जो कि फर्मेंटेड ड्रिंक होती है, बहुत हेल्दी है, सुपर हेल्दी ड्रिंक है, बट वो टेस्टी नहीं है क्योंकि यूथ को ना शुगरी ड्रिंक की आदत पड़ गई है, एनर्जी ड्रिंक बहुत ज़्यादा पीते हैं, तो वो हेल्थ उस टेस्ट से एसोसिएट नहीं हो पा रहे क्योंकि कभी उन्होंने अभी पिया नहीं। अब आजकल हार्डली कांजी बहुत मुश्किल से मिलती है, बट एनर्जी ड्रिंक्स जितने भी हैं वो सारे बहुत इजीली अवेलेबल है। दूसरी तरफ बाकी ड्रिंक्स हैं, मैं किसी स्पेसिफिक ड्रिंक का नाम नहीं लेना चाहूँगा, बट इंडिया मार्केट में बहुत सारी ऐसी ड्रिंक्स हैं जो कि टेस्टी हैं बट हेल्थ बेनिफिट कुछ नहीं देते हैं। सेम टाइम पे देयर आर ड्रिंक्स जो कि टेस्टी भी हैं, हेल्दी भी हैं, लाइक कंबूचा और माचा, जापानीज ड्रिंक का ट्रेंड चल रहा है। इंडिया में कोई ऐसी ड्रिंक नहीं है जो कि टेस्टी और हेल्दी सेम टाइम पर हो। कंबूचा और माचा ना टेस्टी और हेल्दी अफोर्डेबिलिटी नहीं देते। इंडिया में कोई ऐसी ड्रिंक नहीं है जो सेम टाइम पे टेस्टी हो, हेल्दी हो और अफोर्डेबल भी हो। दैट्स हाउ आई बिल्ड इंडियाज फर्स्ट प्रोबायोटिक सोडा ब्रांड जिसका नाम है पोपोए। आप कह सकते हो ये इंडिया की हेल्दीएस्ट कोल्ड ड्रिंक ब्रांड है। हेल्दीएस्ट क्यों? क्योंकि इसके अंदर हमने नॉर्मल आपके फेवरेट जो ट्रेडिशनल फ्लेवर्स हैं उसके साथ साथ दही, आई एम श्योर बहुत सारे लोगों को पसंद होगी दही, बट डेली लाइफ में नहीं खा पाते क्योंकि उसके एक लिमिट होती है, तो दही के गुण हमने इसके अंदर इन्फ्यूज़ किए हैं, प्रोबायोटिक बैक्टीरिया इसके अंदर हमने इन्फ्यूज़ किए। इसके बाद में इंडिया में सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज है टेस्ट, अफोर्डेबिलिटी और हेल्थ, तीनों एक साथ ही मिला, इसलिए हमने इस ड्रिंक को लॉन्च किया। अभी मैं इसमें बात करता हूँ, हमने 3 फ्लेवर लॉन्च किए। अनफॉर्चुनेटली कोला फ्लेवर में ला नहीं पाया, एक्चुअली लाया था। ट्रेन में मुझे एक कस्टमर मिल गए जिनका दिल्ली एनसीआर में बहुत बड़ा कैफे चेन है, तो मैंने उनको बेच दिया क्योंकि मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी मिला था। बट समहाउ मैं आई विल बी एबल टू ब्रिंग जीरा फ्लेवर एंड ब्लूबेरी फ्लेवर टू यू। आप प्लीज एक बार टेस्ट करके बताइए कैसा टेस्ट है, आप लोगों को कैसा लगा उसका टेस्ट। सो इस प्रोडक्ट को मैंने लॉन्च किया है 10 रुपीज़ एंड 20 रुपीज़ की प्राइस कैटेगरी में, क्योंकि मैं चाहता था कि ये जो टेस्टी और हेल्दी प्रोडक्ट है ये इंडिया में हर किसी के पास है, ये सिर्फ लिमिटाइज ना हो। बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, स्पेशली मैंने इस प्रोडक्ट को बिल्ड किया था यूथ के लिए, क्योंकि यूथ के पास ना समहाउ पेइंग कैपेसिटी नहीं होती, क्योंकि वो अभी भी पढ़ रहा है, अभी भी अर्निंग नहीं है, तो वो उन लोगों तक, राइट ऑडियंस तक पहुंच पाए। और दिस ड्रिंक इज बिल्ड फॉर इंडिया ओनली, तो मैंने सोचा कि इसको मास प्रीमियम होना जरूरी है। तो अभी तक हम समवेयर अराउंड 500 प्लस केसेस को सेल कर चुके हैं। लास्ट मंथ ही हमने इसको लॉन्च किया है। फॉर्चुनेटली मैं इंस्टाग्राम पे अपनी कुछ जर्नी शेयर करता हूँ कि कैसे मैंने इस प्रोडक्ट को बिल्ड किया। मैं कैफ़े रन करता था गुड़गांव में, वहाँ से मैंने इस प्रोडक्ट को बिल्ड किया, कांजी बनाया, कांजी के बाद उसको पाइवेट किया। मिस्टर विशाल ने जैसे भी बताया था कि प्रोडक्ट को ना आप ना पहले प्रोडक्ट मत बनाओ, प्रोडक्ट को ना कस्टमर के लिए बनाओ, किस कस्टमर को चाहिए पहले कस्टमर फाइंड आउट करो। तो मैंने अपना कस्टमर फाइंड आउट किया, मैंने देखा कि मेरे कस्टमर को क्या चीज़ चाहिए। इंडिया में ना ट्रेंड है हेल्दी ड्रिंक्स का, बट ना सेम टाइम पे हेल्दी ड्रिंक्स ना अफोर्डेबल नहीं है। तो मैंने पहले शुरुआत करी थी कांजी से मैंने इसको पाइवेट किया, क्योंकि कांजी में लोगों को टेस्ट नहीं समझ में आ रहा था। देन मैंने सोचा कि चलो कार्बोनेटेड बेवरेजेस के अंदर कुछ इनोवेशन करते हैं, क्योंकि कार्बोनेटेड बेवरेजेस के अंदर अभी तक इंडिया में कोई इनोवेशन नहीं हुआ है। लोग चांद तक पहुंच गए हैं, बट 10 रुपये की ड्रिंक के अंदर अभी तक कोई इनोवेशन नहीं हुआ। तो मैंने सोचा कि चलो इनोवेशन करते हैं, और कार्बोनेटेड बेवरेजेस के अंदर हमने इसके अंदर इन्फ्यूज़ किया है बैसिलियस कोमलस, एक प्रोबायोटिक बैक्टीरिया होता है जो कि इकलौता वर्ल्ड में ऐसा बैक्टीरिया है जो कि सर्वाइव कर जाता है हार्श कंडीशंस जैसे कि एसिडिक इन्वायरमेंट एंड प्रिजर्वेटिव्स के साथ मैच करता है। और सबसे अच्छी बात है इसको कोल्ड स्टोरेज की भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है। तो ये इकलौता सा बैक्टीरिया है जो कि आपकी ड्रिंक्स के अंदर जा सकता है, और ज़्यादा हार्ड केमिकल्स और प्रिजर्वेटिव की भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ती इसको। अभी तक हम इसको स्केल कर रहे हैं जनरल ट्रेड में। मैंने जैसे बताया कि मैं इंस्टाग्राम पे अपनी जर्नी शेयर करता हूँ। मैं एम बिल्डिंग दिस ब्रांड इन पब्लिक ओनली। मैं जो चैलेंजेस आते हैं, जैसे मैं इस ब्रांड को बिल्ड कर रहा हूँ, क्या क्या मेरे को फेस हो रहा है, वो मैंने सारा चैलेंजेस इंस्टाग्राम पे शेयर किया।
10 seconds to wrap up.
तो फॉर्चुनेटली मुझे जो मेरे को जितने भी मेरे डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स जुड़ रहे हैं वो मेरी वीडियोस देख के मेरे से जुड़ रहे हैं। और अभी तक हम जितने भी हमने ऑर्डर लिए हैं 100% कैश ऑर्डर लिए हैं, मतलब कुछ ऑर्डर्स तो हमारे को एडवांस में भी नहीं, तो चैलेंज ये भी नहीं आ रहा हमारे को कि इस प्रोडक्ट को रख जाओ और बिक जाएगा तो बाद में हम पैसे दे देंगे, क्योंकि लोगों को टेस्ट बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है और साथ साथ जब ये इनको पता चल रहा है कि हेल्दी भी है तो बहुत सारा बेनिफिट मिल रहा है, बहुत सारा प्यार मिल रहा है। अभी तक मैं थोड़ा सा एक्सपीरियंस शेयर कर देता हूँ। 17 साल का मेरा एक्सपीरियंस है B2B सेल्स में, प्राइमरली सेल्स में मेरा एक्सपीरियंस है। मैंने अपना करियर स्टार्ट किया था जब मैं सिर्फ 15 साल का था। मेरे पेरेंट्स नहीं थे तो मुझे सेल्स ही करना स्टार्ट करा, क्योंकि उस टाइम पे कुछ था नहीं मेरे पास। फॉर सर्वाइविंग मैंने सेल्स स्टार्ट किया।
Time is up. We really appreciate your amazing journey. I think it deserves a huge round of applause. And now I open the floor for Q&A. Any questions from the investors, please raise your hand. We'll pass on the mic.
Nikhil, great presentation. Bunch of questions. ये जो आपकी formulations है, ये कौन बनाता है आपकी टीम में?
ये सारी फॉर्मुलेशन मैंने खुद ही बिल्ड की है। 9 मंथ की R&D लगी है इस प्रोडक्ट को बिल्ड करने में। तो बहुत सारे ऐसे फूड टेक्नोलॉजिस्ट हैं जिनके साथ मैं इन टच हूँ, बहुत सारे ऐसे साइंटिस्ट हैं जिनके साथ मैं इन टच हूँ, जिन्होंने मुझे हेल्प किया इसकी फॉर्मुलेशन को बिल्ड करने में।
कोई फूड टेक्नोलॉजिस्ट आपके एडवाइजरी बोर्ड में, आपके को-फाउंडर्स में है?
आई एम नॉट एबल टू हियर यू।
आप कोई फूड टेक्नोलॉजिस्ट आपका को-फाउंडर है या आपके एडवाइजरी बोर्ड में है?
नहीं, कोई फूड टेक्नोलॉजिस्ट मेरा को-फाउंडर तो नहीं है, बट बचपन से मेरे को ना फूड और बेवरेजेस में काफ़ी पैशन रहा है। तो इस प्रोडक्ट को मैंने खुद ही बिल्ड किया है, और जो मेरे नेटवर्क में फूड टेक्नोलॉजिस्ट हैं, जो फूड साइंटिस्ट हैं, उनकी हेल्प के थ्रू, उनकी गाइडेंस के थ्रू मैंने इसको बिल्ड किया है। और उसके बाद हमने सारे लाइसेंसेस एंड टेस्ट्स करवा लिए हैं। तो दिस इज एक्चुअली अ वेरी गुड प्रोडक्ट।
And are we claiming somewhere कि कितना बैक्टीरिया या लैक्टोबैसिलस की हमने बात की, वो कितना है, क्या क्वांटिटी है पर पैकेट?
तो मैं बता देता हूँ, फसाई लिमिट कहती है अगर आप अपना आपको प्रोबायोटिक क्लेम कर रहे हैं तो आप मिनिमम 1 बिलियन का बैक्टीरिया होना चाहिए, 1 बिलियन प्रोबायोटिक बैक्टीरिया काउंट होना चाहिए आपकी ड्रिंक के अंदर, एक सर्विंग के अंदर। हमारी ड्रिंक में फॉर्चुनेटली 3 बिलियन प्लस बैक्टीरिया एक सर्विंग के अंदर।
ये आपने कहाँ टेस्ट करवाया? NABL लैब्स में किया?
राइट, NABL अप्रूव्ड लैब से।
और आपको पता है ना कि लैक्टोबैसिलस या कोई भी जो भी बैक्टीरिया है, व्हाटएवर दैट माइक्रोबायोम, यू नो, थीसिस यू हैव राइट नाउ, इनको सर्वाइव करने के लिए आपको कोल्ड चेन में मूव करना पड़ता है प्रोडक्ट्स को। कोल्ड चेन आप मेंटेन कर पा रहे हैं अपने डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन?
So I have used Bacillus coagulans bacteria. If you can Google it, this is the only scientific bacteria जिसको कोल्ड स्टोरेज की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, क्योंकि स्पोर फॉर्म में होता है, बेसिकली कवच के अंदर होता है। ये एक्टिवेट तभी होता है जब इसको इसकी प्रेफरेबल कंडीशन मिलती है, और वो प्रेफरेबल कंडीशन हमारे गट में आती है, समवेयर अराउंड 70 डिग्री सेल्सियस के अराउंड। इसको जब टेम्परेचर मिलता है तब जाकर ये एक्टिवेट होता है, उससे पहले एक्टिवेट ही नहीं होता। दैट्स वाई इसको ना ही एसिडिक इन्वायरमेंट में कोई प्रॉब्लम आती, क्योंकि जनरली क्या होता है जब भी हम कुछ खाते हैं तो हमारी बॉडी अपना आप से एसिडिक इन्वायरमेंट क्रिएट करती है उसको पचाने के लिए। इवन दही की भी अगर मैं बात करूँ तो वो भी हम खाते हैं तो 100% उसका बैक्टीरिया हमारे गट में नहीं जाता, कुछ परसेंट बैक्टीरिया जाता है, वो कॉलोनी बिल्ड करता है आगे जाकर। ये पूरा का पूरा अंदर चला जाता है एंड वहाँ पर फिर सर्वाइव करके अपनी कॉलोनी बिल्ड करता है।
तो अभी तक आपने जो भी जितने भी लोगों तक पहुंचाया है इसे, आई एम होपिंग कि आपने शायद अपने क्लोज फ्रेंड सर्कल वगैरह में ही ज़्यादा इसको भी टेस्ट किया होगा। What is the response from them? Are they telling you that they've seen a better gut health? कुछ ऐसा किसी ने आपको रिप्लाई दिया है या कोई?
To be very frank, मैं जिस कैटेगरी में काम करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ वहाँ पर ना अवेयरनेस बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है मेरे लिए। लोगों को ना हेल्दी ड्रिंक की आदत नहीं है 10 रुपये और 20 रुपये में, बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज रहा है। तो मैंने ना इसका नाम प्रोबायोटिक, अभी हमने रिसेंटली इसकी ब्रांडिंग की, अभी हमने गुड फॉर यू सोडा इसका ब्रांड कर दिया है। साइड में अगर आप बोतल देखेंगे तो बोतल के साइड में लिखा हुआ है वाइड्स नॉट ऑर्डिनरी सोडा प्रोबायोटिक।
We will have to pause it here. You are here, investors are here, and now I pass on mic to Pooja Payal Gupta, and because we are expecting Honorable Governor here, so thank you so much. Plus, please stay tuned. We have pitches here. We are going to present few more pitches in some short time. Thank you. Thank you. A huge round of applause for Nikhil.